Okay, so hello everybody. This is the Apple Eating Extraordinaire, back again with a tutorial on how to create apple cores from an apple. Today we're using Granny Smith, but you can kind of use whatever you like. Interesting fact: in this 1934 dictionary I have, this is the definition of an apple. You can pause to read if you like. It has the first definition and some of the common types that people used back in the time this was written. So anyways, here we have our apples. We have some completed ones. We have a bowl full of those. We have some also completed ones, but I just haven't done anything. And a new one, which I just created. The first recording, but that failed. So you're going to need a knife, a cutting board, and an apple, of course. Classic. I'm using this Victorinox Huntsman, which I got actually in Switzerland, so that's pretty cool. So you can use any size of apple. I just kind of use the bigger ones because it's easier to show. So you're gonna start by making an incision, just poke it in, then twist it around in a circle until you get a cap. That pops right off, and you can eat that if you want. I did here. That's pretty fun. And so now you just make incisions by cutting off. You're just like shearing off the edges, the skin. You don't want that right now. You can't eat those too, which I will, believe you me. And now what we're gonna do is make it into a kind of tower. We're gonna have to make it as square as possible. The sides have to be straight. So you saw me cutting off a part that was kind of slanted. We don't want slanted parts. That'll hurt the drying process. So you can see here it's nice and square. Or, I don't know, rectangular prism, I guess is more considered. Okay, so basically, now you are done with the cutting. We're on to the easy part now. It's just a waiting game from here on out. So you're going to let them sit on one of the faces for about 24 hours. 12 to 24 doesn't really matter. We're going to go in like that kind of chunks. It'll start drying at this point, and it'll curl up. And we're looking for a kind of divot in a lip, you can see there. That kind of curls out like that. You want that to be face down at all times, and as it's drying it will change the direction of that, so you'll need to flip it over onto a different side. That's also to prevent moisture from building up and mold forming. So and then you kind of just do this a few times until they're dry, like these ones. These ones are fine, and you will get some that are moldy. Unfortunately, that's just how mold works, and so just toss those into the garbage. We don't want them. Those hurt the reputation of the apple core bowl. So these ones, they're fine. Once they're completely dry or, close enough, you can just toss them in with the rest. And I don't know, that's kind of basically it. You should probably clean your cutting board. It's just good practice to not eat mold, I guess. Anyways, go eat apples. They're delicious.